All right, folks, if y'all have read y'all already know what it is. Y'all read the comments. I mean, not the comments, but you read the description, man. The NBA changed the Hack-a-Shaq rule. For those of you all that don't know what the Hack-a-Shaq rule is, the Hack-a-Shaq rule is when teams don't want to play defense, and so they foul somebody to create a cheap 2-for-1. That's the way I really look at it, man. They don't want to play defense, or they just see that it's advantageous at the end of the quarter to try to create an artificial 2-for-1. So they just foul somebody and hope they miss the free throw, or hope they miss one or both of the free throws, and then they get an empty possession. So the other team gets an empty possession because they missed their free throws. That's pretty much the best way that you can explain it. I mean, I think it's kind of pussified, but hey, it is what it is, man. I mean, it's in the game, it's in the game. But anyway, so in order to curb that a little bit, the NBA has decided to, the rule that they have, I call it the Sam Perkins rule, the Reggie Miller rule, whatever rule you want to call it, man. In 1999, this is a rule that everybody found out was in existence. The Indiana Pacers fouled someone off the ball. Well, it was 99-2000 in the championship game. The Indiana Pacers fouled somebody that was off the ball in the last 2 minutes, and they were awarded one free throw and possession of the basketball. Now, up until then, I had never seen that rule enforced, right? And obviously, ironically, it was against the Pacers and the Lakers. But you know, that's not why they lost. That they lost because the Lakers were better than they were. But I'm just saying all that to say that was the first time that I ever saw this rule enforced. Now, you probably won't see this rule enforced all that much this season because people are just going to stop doing it. But what people were doing is, like Greg Popovich and the San Antonio Spurs, they took it to a whole nother level, man. I mean, in regular season games, the Spurs were just slowing the game down and just completely disrupting the flow of the game by just fouling off the ball. The most notorious person that was getting fouled was DeAndre Jordan. And, you know, I mean, they would just foul or anybody that couldn't shoot. I mean, let's say if Tony Roden couldn't shoot, they would just foul Tony Roden before the ball is inbounded. And, you know, he would shoot 2 free throws, and they would hope that he would miss one, just play the percentages, hope that he would miss one or both. And if he missed one or both, you get a free possession, like without even having to play defense. Your players are resting, and, you know, you don't have to play defense, which is cool. But like I said, if it's in the game, it's in the game. But now the rule has been changed to this. In the first, second, and third quarter, not just the fourth quarter, at the end of the first, second, and third quarter, in the final 2 minutes of the first, second, and third quarter, as well as the fourth, if you foul somebody off the ball, they will be awarded 1 free throw and possession of the ball, almost like a technical foul, I guess you would say. But it's not really a tech because you're not cited for a technical foul. But what they're doing is, like I said, I guess the main thing that they're trying to do is promote the flow of the game, because that's the only bad thing that I really see about it. I mean, I do think it's kind of bitch made that you don't want to play defense, but hey, the guy should be better at shooting free throws. I guess it's both sides of the equation. Now, another thing that they're doing is, because of Nerlens Noel, I guess he hurt his back, or he fouled somebody and hurt his back or whatever. If you jump on somebody's back in order to draw the referee's attention, because you know, sometimes the referee doesn't see that you foul somebody, right? So you just try to make it very, very apparent that, hey, I am fouling this guy off the ball. Will you please call this foul? And we've all had it in rec leagues and stuff like that. I know I just slung people because of that, because the ref wouldn't call the damn foul. Like, dog, I know you got a date tonight, but damn, can you just call this foul so we can so we can extend the game? But you know, it is what it is. Exactly, yeah. We are ready to go to the gym, LJ. But what the ref would do is, you know, you just try to draw their attention and you just grab the person. So right now, if you're doing that, they're going to call a flagrant foul on you. And also, the third part of the rule is, if you foul somebody before they even inbound the ball, because a lot of teams, and like I said, the Spurs are the first team that comes to mind that used to do this. If you foul somebody off the ball before they even inbound the ball in the last 2 minutes, in order to try to make that artificial 2-for-1, or in order to, you know, just screw them with the momentum of the game, I guess is the best way to say it. It's going to be the same thing. You're going to get 1 free throw and possession of the ball. Do I think it's cool? I mean, I think it's cool because if you've seen some San Antonio Spurs games, man, you know how boring it gets at the end of some quarters. Like, you almost hoping that there's not a bad free throw shooter on the floor. Like, you're just like, oh my God, I mean, this is crazy. Like, it just extends the game so much because they have to shoot the free throws. But conversely, I mean, they should be better at shooting free throws, and then the Spurs wouldn't do it. So it's a double-edged sword a little bit either way, man. Like, I never have liked it but it didn't bother me because I could shoot free throws. I dare people to foul me. But at the same time, you know, somebody like Shaq, he was so dominant that people would rather take a chance with him being on the line than actually giving him a shot at the bucket. I mean, he like 60% of a field goal percentage, something like that. His field goal percentage, something stupid like that. But most of his shots was in the paint. And then he probably was, he actually had a lower free throw percentage than his field goal percentage. I might be right, I might be wrong, but that's what it seemed like. I think he shot in the 50s on free throws and 60s from the field, something like that. So I believe that's what it is. Somebody will correct me in the comments, so don't even worry about that. But I mean, like, my opinion on the whole thing is, it's a rule that shouldn't have to be made because players should be better at free throws. But at the same time, I understand why they're doing it, because it does screw with the continuity of the game and the flow of the game. Like, nobody wants to, I mean, they're doing it, I think they're doing it as much for fans as they are. Now, I mean, not even at all for the teams. I think they're really just doing it for the fans who have to sit there and endure that. But at the same time, like I said, if players were better at shooting free throws, then, you know, you wouldn't even have to worry about it. I really don't know how to feel about this, man. Like I said, I don't have to watch another 18-hour Spurs game where they're just going to keep fouling DeAndre Jordan. So I may not ever have to do that again unless they start fouling in 5 minutes and 3 minutes. And then, you know, like when people start fouling under 1 minute, I always been like, well, why don't you start fouling in 2 minutes? Or if you know you're really behind, just start fouling. But I mean, people just don't do that before like 2 minutes to try to extend the game. But I mean, if they start fouling in 5 minutes, I'm all the way out. And if they start fouling in 3 minutes, I'm all the way out, man. I can't deal with it. But hopefully this will keep the Spurs from doing that. But at the same time, if you were better at shooting free throws, you wouldn't have to worry about it at all. And we are watching professional basketball. So, I mean, players should be better at shooting free throws. But anyway, man, look, I know people going to feel different ways about it. Let me know how you feel about it, man. Are you in favor of it? Are you against it? Or are you indifferent? Or are you just like me? Players should be better at shooting free throws, but nobody wants to watch a 10-hour game. And that's it. That's all I got for y'all, man. Y'all let me know down in the comments how you feel about it. Like the video. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe for daily 2K content and other opinions just like this, other vlogs and all this stuff, man. But I'm out of here. Till next time. It's your boy Jay Easy, aka Fresh from the Barbershop, BK the People's Champ. LJ, give him a holler. You ain't gonna give him a holler? I'll give it to him. Holla!